Well, I'm trying to understand this day of age and my government. And I have theories that make sense to me and some that don't. I'm a history buff a little bit. Our country has fought in wars over a 2% tax, over tyranny, to support what they believe in. And they gained that independence. Spirit of 76 is what I believe in. That's the way I was brought up. Like I said before in my other blog, if y'all watch this and have your different opinions of what I say, you can comment below on the video. I've seen the other views of the video I had called my first video blog of my opinions. "12 views, and I thank y'all that seen the videos. I thank you very much for watching it. But there's a lot of views recently that I would like to get off my chest. To the United States government, we the people set forth and elected you in office to speak for us as a voice for us. And lately, in the last several years, y'all people of Congress, senators, are claiming you know what the people want. Apparently, you're not listening what they want. I don't know what all the people want, but what I wanted done was create more jobs in this great country of ours called the United States. There are jobs out there for people who have college degrees, which I'm not against college degrees. I'm all for it. And there's some of us who don't have time for that. And there's some people out there that's been working at factories for 10 plus years. There's a factory close by from where I live at. It's been around for a long time, and now there's nobody working there no more. I mean, the building is being torn down. How is that creating more jobs if you just want to tear down a building that's been in a community for 10 plus years? Now, that's not the only factory in this area of this community that's closed down in years. The government claims they know what America needs. We are going to create more jobs for America. Where are those jobs at? So people like myself can get a job to support our families. Instead, you got people out here doing side jobs for a little money here and there just to pay their bills, get stuff for their children or themselves for a little bit of money. You know, it's ridiculous, Congress. Where's the fucking jobs? My issue is mainly to Congress. I mean, granted, the president, you know, he's just a man that has lied to us too, people. He was part of Congress too before he was president, so he's known for lying to us too, claiming he knows what the American people want. He has no clue. You can email the White House, tell them your views of everything, but all you're going to do is get a copy typed recording, blah blah blah, saying something about some kind of friggin' job act or whatever, you name it. They're not listening to you folks, so quit trying. I have, since I've been growing up as a grown man now, I haven't seen a president that went out there to see what the people want. What are their views on things? We all have our views on our presidents over the generations that we grew up on. And in my theory, there's like only 4 good presidents that listen to what the people wanted. That one is George Washington. Second one was Abraham Lincoln. Third one was John F. Kennedy. And in the 80s, it was Ronald Reagan. Those are my theories of when I studied history, what they did for the country and what they listened to. Those presidents had faith in the American people. They listened in a far distance to what the people wanted when people wrote to them in letters. Nowadays, it's not like that no more. Our government don't consider us as a concern. They consider us more like a nuisance, a numbers game, just to gain votes for the next election coming up, you know, which is ridiculous. We're not numbers. We're people. People who want their views addressed, brought up, you know, what their community needs, or their state, or their country. I was raised to have pride in my country and what it stood for. But since 2008 to now, and it's still going on, my views and faith for this country is dwindling down. I can't trust my government because they want to build FEMA camps in every state. So if our views are considered a threat, we're going to be automatically arrested and tossed in those camps. Sound familiar, folks? World War II, Nazi Party, concentration camps. I did research on this, and it's being hush-hushed on the news media on TV, but you can look it up on internet wherever you go. I'm just setting my views to my government because it's my right. People have fought and died for my constitutional rights and theirs, so I can speak my views of my government. Congress thinks they know what we want, what we need. Congress, what we need in this country to be strong again, instead of relying on other countries to help bail us out of your stupid spending our taxpayers' monies on ridiculous vacations and stupid bills that has to be passed. We owe a great amount of debt to China. I don't have nothing against other countries, but come on. Pay that debt back. Let's get ourselves back in control again. To all the senators out there, if you know anybody who's a senator out there, have them watch this video, because I'm setting myself straight, and hopefully some of y'all can help me out here. Congress, senators, House of Representatives, however you want to portray yourselves or look at yourselves, you make more money than anybody in this country. You get paid more than a United States soldier, but you claim you're underpaid. You're not underpaid. You want more money in your pocket and bleeding us American people dry, who are working their asses off to put the money in your pocket. You claim you know what us American people want for this country. You're not listening to their views. You're not listening to what they want, what they're complaining about, what they want you to do for their area, for their community, for their state, and for their government. We, the American people, elected you to do a job, and most of you are failing at that job, failing terribly. In my opinion, America should stand up wherever you're at, go to DC, walk into the Capitol Hill, and fire every single one of those senators that ain't doing their job for you. Don't write letters, don't call your congressman, just go to DC and claim you want them fired. They're not doing the job they were elected to do. They should be fired. It happens to you if you don't do your job on your job where you work at, right? You get fired. Why can't it be that simple for the Congress? Because it's not. Because if you walk up to DC and do all that, you're going to be arrested and claimed a terrorist, a threat to national security. What has this country come to, where we can't even speak our minds in public? Oh, we can, but you have to be in a little group area that's fenced off where you can state your business. You can't go where you want to go and claim and speak your mind. That's why I'm on here speaking my mind, because I know what I'm saying. I don't have to worry about getting tasered, maced, or told to back off and turn off my camera because they don't want to see what my views on things. Law enforcement officers are only following orders, like military soldiers. They follow orders. But most law enforcement officers sometimes get out of control. And they shouldn't. My opinion is they shouldn't do that. But they do. And I can't speak on their behalf of why they do it. And there's people out there who are not law enforcement officers that, you guys have the right to speak your mind. I'm not saying you don't. But some people out there speak their mind so bad where they antagonize and law enforcement officers, sometimes spit at them. Come on, people, think about it. You spit on a law enforcement officer, that is considered an assault. on an officer, and it gives them the right to arrest you. So let's all act like responsible grown adults and stop this childish behavior. The main people we are all irritated with is Congress and the President of the United States. But instead of them coming out and dealing with all the nonsense and the complaining and the yelling and the screaming, they send law enforcement out in the media to show other people, look how we are controlling this. You, Congress, you ain't doing nothing but being chicken. You're not listening to what the people want. That's why they act the way they do. Come on, get real. I really shouldn't say anything about political business because I didn't vote last time. But I'm an American. I was born here, raised in the military life of an American soldier. And my dad did a job that is very respectful, that I like what he did. Excuse me. People, if you really want your congressman to listen to your views on what your community needs, your state needs, what you believe you need, by all means, write them if you want. Write them. Write them, call them, I mean, bug the hell out of them. I mean, it really irritates me what this government is doing. Congress, the president, our statesmen. I mean, they're a bunch of chickens. Look at all these views that the President of the United States have failed to do. He's failed to help create jobs for America, to make America number one. He's failed to listen to the American people. And Benghazi incident, the Fast and the Furious. Yeah, speaking of which, why are we giving weapons to a drug cartel in Mexico? Something's up, folks. Because now our guns are being used on American people. I mean, there's a few other things that he has failed on. Change is good, right? Yeah. Change to where America's going down to the dirt. There's your change. How do y'all like it now? I don't. Got people here struggling and fighting their way to keep themselves afloat and saying their views in private, where some people hear it and some people don't. And it's always Obama's fault. Obama's this, Obama's that. Yeah, Obama has help in it, but it's mostly Congress. Your senators. Your state. Not Obama. He had help in it. That's why I say the government, which is mainly from state to the Capitol Hill to the president. They're all at fault. They're the reason why America's falling apart. They're the reason why they don't want most of you American hard workers, blue collar workers, to make it. They want you to struggle. They want you where you're at. Middle class or lower middle class. Because I have not once yet heard anybody who in the rich class complain what's going on. Higher taxes? I haven't heard them bitch about that. The only thing I heard people would make more money than you or me do is Congress. Oh, we're underpaid. You know what? That really irritates me. Congress saying they're underpaid. Really? You got law enforcement officers out there. You got firefighters, paramedics, nurses, United States military soldiers who are underpaid. Especially the soldiers. They're out there fighting wars and conflicts, putting their lives on the line. Just for Congress to say they're underpaid? No, 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 no. Those military soldiers are underpaid. They're the ones that should be getting a pay raise, not a pay cut. Another thing that sets me off is that I'm hearing now recently there's going to be some military cuts. Really? What the hell? Congress, come on, senators, Mr. President, you're going to cut your military back so bad where other countries find out? What are you going to do when there's no military force in this country? What you're doing is bullshit. Our military is our strength. We are their backbone. They're out there putting their lives on the line so you can sit there and pass bills and make a stupid ass speech, but then you want to cut their damn benefits back, cut their pay back. You guys are a bunch of stupid ass morons. Excuse my French, folks, but you know, this pisses me off what the government's doing, especially to our military. I'm an ex-army brat. My father served this country, proud and large. I had uncles serve in Vietnam. Never once talked about the conflict, even though as a kid asking them, you know, doing some research on work for school, not once did they tell me what it was like. I wanted to know what it was like up front, and personal, first perspective on my view. They wouldn't talk about it, but I never added it on. Soldiers have seen a great lot in a lot of wars. And God bless you guys for doing that major, selfish sacrifice act. Not many people will do what you guys did, so God bless you for a job well done. This goes out to the veterans of all wars, and even the soldiers today. You guys are doing an awesome job. God bless you. I love you all. But the government, it's pissing me off. I mean, a couple of days ago I saw on the news about squatters not leaving a military veterans home in Florida until a bunch of veterans started making a beeline drive to that area, and that's when things got out of control. I agree with all y'all. Those squatters had no right to change the locks of that veteran's home and refuse to leave. They were there supposed to house sit the man's house while he was out fighting for their freedom. So that's enough on that part. But you soldiers out there, men and women alike, God bless you on a great job you all are doing. If it wasn't for you, I don't think I'll be able to sleep at night safely and comfortably. So, or my kids, or my grandkids. I mean, thank you. Well, folks, I think I ranted enough for y'all. But there's a lot of views that has to touch base, and this video here is just a touch of what I have seen and listened to in the last several weeks. And so you'll see more videos, and I'll try to make some of them shorter than this one and the last one. I'll try. But come on, folks, you need to step up and tell your government, hey, we had enough. Do your job or you're fired. Peace out. God bless America. Y'all have a safe day and blessed day. Love you. Thanks for watching.